Hey everyone, Speed Generations here, and today we have the um, Oil Ocean Quest set. And no, this is not the surprise I was revealing to you. It'll come out eventually. You can kind of see me right there though in the outline of the box from the camera. And yes, I am tilting to the side because you can sort of see my arm right there. I don't want you to see my face, so picked this up not too long ago, honestly. Not bad at all compared to paying like what it was gonna be 30 bucks. So here's Knuckles, Sonic, Octus, and some of the accessories. I'm hoping we get an Oil Ocean set pretty soon here. I only bought this because of the Octus, and just in case I needed any more of these, that's kind of the only reason. So on the back here, just shows you what you can get. The obelisk towers, I don't even know if that's how you say it right. Octus, Knuckles, Sonic, and burner cap platform. Here is wave 18 of the 2.5-inch figures, that being Sonic, Motobug, Fang, Flicky, Metal Sonic. They really need to stop advertising him like this because that's not how he actually looks. He looks metallic from here, so stop false advertising people with that. It's not a way to make a quick buck on that Metal Sonic. I mean, I know probably 2.5-inch figures for like a gold line isn't their wanting to or planning to kind of thing, but I mean, it would just look cooler. So anyway, Fang is who I'm going to be after, so stay tuned for that video as well. Jakks Specific 2024, made in China, additional Sonic figures available, and then it says that same thing in different languages. Also says that here for the obelisk towers and burner cap. So let's open this up, and oh yeah, real quick before I open this up, the GameStop tag here says that it is Sonic Oil Ocean Diorama, yet it says Oil Ocean Quest. So that's kind of weird, but I mean, it's both, I guess. So yeah, I'll unbox it now. Here is all the pieces out of the set, or the diorama set, I should say, that comes in this packaging. We will start with the obelisk towers. Sorry, took me a bit. So the only thing they can really do is just kind of spin around like this. I don't really see them do that in the game nor Sonic Mania, but I could be not looking right. I don't know. Even this one can spin. Looks a little like a Chaos Emerald, but it's not. And of course, down here you have the pegs to put into a playset. I would test it out, but the thing about testing this out is that I wouldn't want to test it out on like any other set that doesn't really specifically go with Oil Ocean at all. So yeah, if I don't end up needing these, I'll just probably keep them. I don't know, because these feel, the little towers feel more worth it. And here we have the burner. Obviously down here you have the little peg hole to put it into for the set. Then this you have just, it's kind of like a spring. It just functions like a spring. That's it. You can't take, oh. You can, but I would suggest it, but there is no flame under it like you would in seeing Sonic Mania or Sonic 2. So here the is kind of just all it is just kind of a use of a spring. But yeah, I really feel like maybe I won't need those as much once the actual set comes out, but it's whatever. Um, Here's the real one that we seen and that I wanted. I know I could have just waited for like a separate one or check lane one to come out, but here we have Octus. This is the Badnik from Sonic 2 and Mania that will just shoot things out of his blaster thing here. It's kind of just empty in there. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. But you can't really move his legs that much. You can a little bit, but I wouldn't try to force it or go too hard with it because you're going to break it off. So don't try that. The only articulation you're going to get out of him is a half 360. So like what I mean is you'll get side to side. So this will go all the way to here and then stop, and then this will go all the way to here and stop. So obviously what Jakks plan to do with only this is you can put them at a certain angle in the play set if you ever wanted to play with these, and if you say the play set was this way, so you'd aim him this way, or you'd aim him this way, or if you wanted to aim him this way, then you have to turn him around. But I do think this is a cool little feature, even if it's not like a full 360. It's just a front and back kind of articulation. So here are the not too new figures. Now, the one I'm surprised about actually coming in this pack is Knuckles himself. You don't really see Knuckles in dioramas that much. The first diorama we ever got was for Studiopolis, and we got Sonic and Tails. One of the packs consisted of Classic Sonic and Modern Tails, and then another one was Classic Sonic and Classic Tails, so that was a little weird. They switched from the 30th anniversary one to the other one. The next one we got was Flying Battery. We got 2 Badniks with it. This Sonic, the brand new Sonic that came out at the time, and a couple accessories like you see here at the Oil Ocean set. So yeah, the only time you've gotten another figure really from a pack like this is the 30th anniversary one and the first one for Studiopolis. Obviously, if they had both the diorama and play set out already, then they would have then you would have had a choice between those, but oddly this is actually new for them. They did not put out the Oil Ocean set yet, which I'm still waiting for. Hopefully it'll get announced soon, maybe after wave 18 or something. But we definitely know one is coming. I know I could have just waited to get him separately, but I kind of just wanted him now. So thanks to GameStop, by the way. They had this on hold for me the whole time. I had to figure out how to get a ride to there and everything else. But thank you to GameStop again. I really appreciate that for holding it for me because I called them about it. So the Sonic, like I said, you've obviously seen him in many other diorama sets before. There's nothing new to him. Obviously, you're still going to get the full 360 rotation with him. Same with the arms. And same with the kick back and forth. You're not going to get too much with him. Knuckles, you're not going to get much of a head rotation out of him because of his dreads. You will get almost a full... You'll get like an up and down and backwards kind of angle with Knuckles, but you won't get fully around with that. Knuckles is the same thing for his feet, so you can just kick back and forth. So, yeah, I think they put Knuckles in here because not many people have him in the first place, so I understand. But since I do have these two will be listed up on my Mercari. I will also put that up in the screen if you ever are interested buying any of my Sonic duplicates I'm going to list, or any other items that are not Sonic related that I do put on there. But, I try to put it for a decent price at most. If you do see it go up or the price is already too high for your liking, don't worry about that. I can't control myself with money half of the time. So these won't be going for much if you do want these two. But yeah, that was about it for the Oil Ocean Diorama set. Um, Not really much to discuss here. It's just kind of the diorama, the review, and all that kind of stuff. Jakks didn't do bad at all with this. I'm just saying that the figures in this should have been two different characters. I felt like you could have even easily got him from one of the other waves from the single carded or the flying battery playset. You could really get him that easy that you just don't need to keep putting him in here. I know he's the main character, Jack specific, but I think putting another character in there will definitely rise up sales a little more. Um, as it goes for Knuckles, not too bad of a choice, honestly, because if you really think about it, Knuckles, he, I don't know, not many people have him from my knowledge. I could be wrong now, since there's a check lane out of him. There is a whole pack, like a whole, like, 10 pack out there at Target with him for $50. Then again, probably half of you would have those in there, so it's not really worth $50. Other than that, you could almost find Knuckles that easily, even on a single carded. I really don't think you'll find him right now. I mean, you gotta wait for a re-release for him, but eventually you will find him. So, like I said, that's it for the Oil Ocean set review. I'll go into edit this and upload it. Oh, yeah, almost forgot. I just saw the Badnik as I was closing the box here. We're gonna move these to the side. We're gonna get these out of the way. And what we're gonna do is compare all the Badniks to Octus. So here is Neutron, Crab Meat. Some of these are classic, some of these are modern, by the way. Buzz Bomber. Oops. Chomper. Rhinobot. Caterkiller. Burrowbot. And last but not least, Ball Hog. So there's all your Badniks there that you have for the year. Jack Specific is doing pretty good with these. I would like to see a classic Buzz Bomber though, and I would like to see a classic Motobug. By the way, I forgot to grab him. That's okay though. You guys seen him probably in other videos anyway. But yeah, modern Motobug is another one we have. So I'm just hoping Jakks will expand a little bit more out on the modern and classic Badniks, because for modern, we don't have many. I think there's like two. There's Buzz Bomber, and there's Motobug. For classic, this is basically it for classic. I mean, we've got more classic. But anyway, would I recommend the Oil Ocean diorama set? Now, let me get into that. Hold on a second. I'd say yes if you do not have the Knuckles or the Sonic. Depends on the Sonic, actually. The one that people really want is Octus right now, so that's half of the reason why people have this. Unless you're brand new, it's just starting to collect, then yes, this is for you. You should definitely get it, since this is kind of a starter pack here. As it goes for old collectors, I would suggest probably waiting. I'm not good at that, so as you know, obviously, I sometimes pay over amounts of money just for one figure, just because my Walmart is completely dookie all the time, and I really don't think they'll get in Wave 17, so, yeah. But I do still suggest this if you really want Octus, if you want these Oil Ocean parts. The Oil Ocean parts don't really matter in my opinion, because eventually we are going to get a set, and I believe all of these three accessories right here that you see, you'll get in that one, because if you take a look at the flying battery one, all those same accessories we had on that set. Same goes for Studiopolis. We had all those too. So yeah, it's kind of why that this pack is kind of pointless unless you're done with waiting or you're starting new. If you're starting new, then I suggest still getting it. But also I would try to be careful, since the Oil Ocean set will come out eventually. But yeah, that's about it. I don't recommend, I guess I'd say. It's really on your part. If you really want it, go for it. If you don't, and you feel like this is kind of just a waste of 20 bucks, then don't do it. Anyway, that is about it. I'm dragging on this video a little too much long that I shouldn't even be dragging along this long for, but it's okay. I'll see you in next review, or next video, whenever that I push that out. So yeah, see you guys in the next one. Bye.